McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken and Pizza Hut.
Stop right now, Tony, because I've got to tell you, it is Organic September. We're coming right to the end of it, but none of that fast food rubbish.
I'm thinking McDonald's may use organic chicken in their chicken nuggets. I have to double check that. But it's true, I do have too much of it, and I'm working on reducing my McDonald's intake.
Yes. You did have it for breakfast this morning when we were prepping for the show.
The reason why I'm trying to play with the Monopoly game, and I just needed one more card, I forget what it was, to get like a year free pass to the Merlin Resorts.
Oh, a year free pass to the Merlin Resorts? So Thorpe Park,
Alton Towers.
Wow.
So that was part of it. Ideally, I want to win the 100 grand. But
you've been forced. And maybe what we'll have to do on Wednesday is we both go to McDonald's so that I can help you. I'll give it to you if I...
That'd be great. You know, to be fair, okay, I have to confess, I could have taken the higher route and just go, let me just get the coffee and not get the sausage and egg McMuffin.
So what, is it on like the £1 coffee as well?
You know, okay, I looked for the sticker. I can't find a sticker anywhere, and I'm hoping they'll email me the actual code for the actual Monopoly game. Because at the moment, to play the Monopoly game, do you remember back in the day, it used to have a little sticker?
Yeah, I thought that's what it was.
I didn't see it anywhere, so I was a little bit disappointed. So I'm hoping, because I've got the app, you would have to redeem the code via email or something like that.
So hang on. So obviously back in the day, you would go and get your Big Mac, whatever. You just get the sticker.
Yeah.
So do you normally order on the app now?
Yeah.
And you're saying on the app it reveals your sticker.
I'm hoping it, because I haven't. Blah, blah, blah. They've been sending me free stickers via email.
Why?
Because I've been a loyal customer. I'm playing all the different views.
So hang on. So you got 3 stickers or whatever for free?
Yes.
Also, this is their trick, Tony.
The thing, you know, with they're
just coaxing you in.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
Brilliant. They just said, look, here are 3 free stickers.
Yes.
And you've been an idiot on this occasion, especially in the Organic September month, to go and say, I just need one more. And you're never going to get it.
Well, that's the whole point. I know I've been played, but it's one of those things where the app is pretty cool. And I can win a mini, I can win 100 grand, but I do miss the satisfaction of the stickers.
When does it end?
I think it's sometime in October.
This is the thing, I mean, you know, it's kind of links to Organic September of the fun's gone because plastic, you can't do that anymore, so they've had to remove the stickers.
Yeah, and
it's just so many things disappearing, the best things.
Do you remember the free drink after 6 stickers? That needs to be quite satisfying when you get the sticker and you actually stick it on the actual card.
Oh no, I don't remember that.
You're not McDonald's.
Was that like the loyalty card?
Yeah, it's a loyalty card.
Yes, it is more convenient on the app, I suppose.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right. Organic September. It's all about promoting organic foods and talking about the farming of it and why is there a big difference? I mean, this is what we're going to discuss about non-organic foods. Like, can you tell the difference if you eat an organic carrot or non-organic carrot? 100%. Personally, I don't care. I can tell the eggs.
I mean, you can go down to M&S and get normal carrots.
Yeah.
6 of them for 20p or something.
Yeah.
So, I don't know how much more it is if you were to buy organic carrots, but you can normally tell the difference, can't you?
I mean,
fruit and veg.
I don't really notice it that much, to be honest, because I get my veg frozen. So that's definitely not organic, right?
Yeah, the only food you ever eat is frozen, isn't it, Tony?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's steam fresh. It comes in a triangle bag. It's 3 minutes in the microwave. It comes out steamed. Or rip it open. Done. No wastage.
And I must admit, actually, yesterday, me and the missus went for a long walk up from London Bridge all the way to Covent Garden, and we ended up in Waitrose under the John Lewis because she was having a look around John Lewis.
Yeah.
And normally I prefer to just get, I wouldn't say always organic, but you get your own fruit and veg.
Why not if it's there?
On Reduced, in their little fridge, they had one of those packets of like mixed fruit, and it was down to about 20p or something.
Yeah.
And it had melon, pineapple, and mango. in this plastic container, but it was all pre-cut up for you. So I thought, yeah, you would get that. Delicious.
Organic?
And that's the thing. I don't know if it was organic.
Okay.
The point being,
yeah.
it ties into this whole thing of organic and less plastic, whatever. Sometimes it's just so convenient. Now, I wouldn't have bought it unless it had been reduced. I was thinking of food waste.
Yes.
That was actually why I did it, Tony. It was quite noble of me in the end. But it can just be so much more convenient. What do you think?
You're speaking to Mr. Frozen here. I was getting frozen chopped garlic, frozen chopped onions, frozen chopped peppers.
I get onions.
Yeah.
I get garlic a little bit, but peppers, I mean, that's quite easy to
Because the thing is, it's all about waste. I used to buy the 3-pack peppers, and I wouldn't use up all of it.
That's a very good point.
When I want to put it in an omelette or a kind of wrap, I just chuck it. And I had the frozen minced beef, so I'll make a little kind of quesadilla wrap thing. Don't get me wrong, it's not as good as fresh because the water comes out with the frozen stuff, and it's not as good. But talk about Waitrose, they got that organic brand. Is it Duchy or Duchy?
Oh yeah.
So do you get that stuff?
I don't normally go to Waitrose actually. Okay. We just happen to be there, and I did see the Duchy or whatever it is for mozzarella.
Okay.
And I had a quick look at the price, and this is something we're going to cover as well as Organic September. And it was like £5 or something for the Duchy mozzarella, and then I had a quick look over at Waitrose Essentials, like 90p.
Well,
and I was like, well, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
I'm in Waitrose here. I think I trust their essentials.
Well, it really depends if you think the cost of the difference is worth the better taste, right? If it is, sometimes the taste is even better.
The planet or not.
Yeah. But you make a very good point about the price because, and we'll get into it in our topic of the week later, is about, does organic food really highlight the divide between rich and poor? And I think it does, but we'll get into that.
It does, but Tony, I mean, you obviously started as a frozen man. And we'll delve into this later, but we heard about this on the pod last week of, lo and behold, this is Tony. Tony, who I met him, he just shopped at Iceland every week. Even a few months ago, maybe half a year ago, we were telling tales of you in Iceland.
Yeah.
You went on holiday to Sardinia in Italy to an organic farm.
Yeah,
last week.
It was. Yeah, it was. It was organic.
So this has been a period of growth for you.
And I've come back and I'm now ordering already. They're still kind of ready meals. Yeah. But as far as I know, they don't have any of the E numbers and stuff. You can see the ingredients, they've been cooked in kitchens and then packaged up, ready to go.
So it's kind of a ready meal. Do you put it in the microwave or do you put it in a...
Microwave. You can put it in oven, it's quicker, 3 minutes. And it's a balance, it says balance, some of it's a bit sweet.
Yeah, okay.
But it's, so far as I can see from ingredients, it's made by chefs in a kitchen, actually would cook from scratch. But they put it in a packet.
And do they send it to you every day, or do they send it to you?
No, it's on a Sunday. So
okay, but it lasts, or is it frozen?
No, it's fresh, so it only lasts about a week.
Okay, interesting. So they basically they probably make it and cook it.
Yeah,
and then you just reheat it.
Yeah, it's already it's like they batch make it by chefs.
We've got to look into this.
500 calories a pop, so that's that's a benefit as well. And let's be honest, the temptation for fast food is when you don't have food ready, you're hungry, then you'd be like, just fish and chips, chicken wings, it's quick, easy. Or boss man, or boss, can I have the what do you call it? The junior special.
The junior special.
Make sure them wings are fresh.
But you went to Wendy's this weekend as well, didn't you?
Yes, you know a lot about my diet, Chris, because I love food.
Sorry, I don't want to
Wendy's
call you out here, but you had McDonald's for breakfast and you went to Wendy's and you're pretending you're some sort of organic food.
Yeah, and I think this is going to inspire me to be more organic. But Wendy's was something that after eating the cinnamon meals throughout the week, I was like,
you need a treat. And you deserved one.
Yeah, and the thing with Wendy's, the patty, when you look at it, I had the Dave's single. Yeah. And the patty was actually a little bit pink. And that was an indicator to me that it's not like McDonald's where they have a standardized process where the patties are frozen and then it gets cooked in a timer and it's always cooked through.
Awful.
Standardized fast food.
Yeah.
But Wendy's, there's a little bit of pink there, so the meat comes out a little bit more tender. But then it also says to me that it must be maybe fresh, or can you get? Well, I guess if it was frozen, maybe if you don't cook it enough, you still get some of the pinkness. But I'm pretty sure I need to double check if Wendy's patties is fresh.
Is indeed fresh.
But it tastes good, and I recommend it if you haven't tried Wendy's.
I have tried it in the past. It's certainly bigger outside of the UK, isn't it? I think Singapore, they have Wendy's. Stand to be corrected, but I think Wendy's quite big.
It was in the UK.
US.
It left the UK, I think, in 2001.
And then it came back again recently.
Yeah, because I remember it because they had the pot where you can actually spread out. They had the first time I saw the pump action ketchup.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Do you know what I'm talking about? The white pot, and then you don't
pot and you pump it,
and you don't realise that you can actually pull the pot apart and it spreads out.
No, I didn't know you could.
Do you know that you see some of the little creases around it?
Yeah.
So if you were to pull it out, it will turn out into a big circle. It makes for easy dipping action. When you think about the dip?
Hey Tony,
you didn't know about that.
Easy dipping action is one of my favourite activities as well.
There you go. So next time you see one of those things, you can you actually kind of
dip it in.
Spread it.
Just dip it.
Spread it and do your dipping action. And dip it right in. Spread it and dip it right in, I should say.
Spread it and dip it right in. That's fantastic.
Right, okay. If we move on to our next segment, which is, last Saturday's draw, or is it last Wednesday's draw?
Last Wendy's draw.
Yeah, Wendy's draw.
Yeah, well, it was, of course, a 7.2 million triple rollover.
Yes, it was.
And we tried a new method this week because we haven't won.
Yes.
It had been a year, we were trying to manifest the numbers, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Boring! And so we said, we're going to try Lucky Dip. Because we've established this on our journey already. It's a game of chance.
Yeah.
It's all about luck. The only way that you increase your chances to win is by buying more tickets. Quite frankly, I'm getting fed up with the whole thing. Just let me know. Tell me that we've won.
We matched one number. So we didn't even win the Lucky Dip.
Well, I thought you got a Lucky Dip for one. Have they changed the rules?
No, you have to get two.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
And I went to church on Sunday. It didn't work.
You went to church?
Yeah, because you were praying to God on Wednesday.
Right. Did you actually?
No, I did. Wow. Churches, the thing is, they say God is everywhere, right?
Yeah.
He's with us. So why do I need to go to church to be with him?
Precisely.
So I was at home praying.
Now. Yeah.
But yeah, what were the winning numbers? It was 1, 3, 4, 14, 55, 57, and the bonus ball was number 2. Machine name was Arthur, ball set 10. So just a reminder of what were our lucky dip numbers. So it was 10, 14,
that was the match.
23, 34, 46, 52. An interesting thing that I didn't realise was that nobody won the 7.2, so it rolled over to 11.3 on the Saturday. No one won that. And you know what they did? Because someone had to win it. They got a thing where it's called a roll down. So you're probably asking, what is a roll down?
So what? Well, I'm just going to guess. It means you can win it with 5 numbers instead of 6.
So what happens in a roll down is, I just totally didn't realise this. I thought it would roll over again, but I guess someone had to win it. So,
but why are they doing this, Tony? This is stupid. The point is you just keep going and it gets a bigger number.
Yeah, I thought it'd be like Euro Millions. Have you noticed the lotto never goes really beyond 11 or like?
No, I haven't. I'm just so fed up. Why don't we just change it to be Euro Millions?
Euro Millions is quite good. But do you see what?
We'll get a bigger audience as well.
Yeah.
So what?
We get a European audience, yeah.
So the winners were match 5 in the bonus rather than match 6.
So if you match 5 in the bonus, you get 3 million. You get
3 people did it.
3 people got it, so they got 1 million and 50 grand. Well, it needs to be 1 million. So they're spreading out the winnings.
Right, but how the flaming Nora do they actually work this out? Because
I don't know the logic, but as you can see, match 5, 81 people match 5. They would have won £1,750, but each person got 4,981.
Okay, I see.
So it all tallies up to be working out,
18.8 million. But because obviously we only see the jackpot, presumably they were going to pay out 18.8 million anyway.
Yes.
So instead of one person or however many sharing 11.3 million, 3 shared 1 million.
50.
81 people shared 4,000.
Nearly £5,000.
It's got £5,000.
Yeah.
5,000 people got £211. I wouldn't even sniff at that, to be honest, for matching 4. And then 123,000 people got £66 for matching 3. But I just, and then some people got £5 and a free ticket. 1.2 million got that for matching 2. So actually, Tony, rather than getting a lucky dip, had we matched 2 this week, we'd have got a £5 as well.
Yeah.
But I just find this so stupid that they do this roll down.
Yeah, it would have been good if it just kept rolling up. I need to pay more attention to this. No, we
need to reach out to them and we need to figure out what the hell is wrong with them.
Because I reckon you would keep selling more. If you went up to 20 million, it would more people
garner more interest. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so what listeners have been in touch this week?
Well, millions of them, thousands of them. And a lot of people saying, they really loved the new format of the show last week, which was really nice to hear. They said it just stops you guys waffling on, but not as much as they'd anticipated because it still went on for too long, is what they said.
Yeah, to be fair, it did go on quite a bit.
Yeah, we thought we were cutting it down. But, we're just here to have some fun. But yeah, so we've had a few people. Alex on TikTok. Remember a couple of weeks ago you were talking about how much you love hockey on the Olympics run.
Yes.
Alex came in. We put the clip on just recently. He said, I got into hockey because of the Olympics. Showing sport like that makes such a difference. So Alex was really happy about that, Tony. And then HH725 saying, this guy, you can actually see his photo if you go on TikTok. He's happy to keep it out there. And this was the clip. Yeah, this is the clip where we said it was about splitting on the first date.
Yeah.
And some people said they would split if they liked the guy. Some people said they would split if they didn't like the guy, so then they can just go their separate ways.
Yeah.
And HH725 just said, if I like him, I'll make him by me.
I don't know if that was a typo or not, if he was referring to actually...
No, I think it's...
Okay, I thought so.
So he's like, if I like the guy, I'll make him by me. So there you go. And then we got one more email, and this one's from Jeremy. So actually, really interesting ones. We like to read these out, and some people do get in touch on the show just to kind of... get some advice from us.
I feel like we're a safe space for people just to really kind of ask us anything, really.
It does seem that way, and I think we really give great advice, and
they keep coming in.
We've had medical professionals reaching out to us to say, you make our lives easier. People from the NHS are saying, we've seen thousands of people who come in to the NHS and say, I don't need my appointment anymore because I've emailed into Chris and Tony, they got back to me. That is not true, just that we are not liable for any kind of...
But we do have access to medical professionals, Dr. Ding, if required.
Yes,
we are backed by medical professionals.
We are backed by medical professionals. She has actually gone on record and said she endorses everything we say about...
Which is, I can always double check with Dr. Ding.
I'd say that's just...
If there's anything that is serious and requires professional advice, we do run it by Dr. Ding. And it does come with a cost that we cover ourselves for the good, but that's fine.
Well, you take care of that.
Yeah, it's because it's labelled as private work.
Yeah, private work. Yeah. Private work that she's very satisfied with. Yeah. And if you are in a medical emergency, please dial 999. And you can also make use of the other NHS service 111, which is for less serious emergencies. Or not even emergencies, right? Just advice. Advice,
yeah. It's not so emergency services don't have to attend your location. Right? That's the whole point, yeah.
Anyway, Jeremy got in touch with, hey guys, love the show and particularly the new format. Then he says, I was diagnosed with diabetes. I have changed my eating habits and I'm healthy otherwise. I'm not overweight or anything like that. However, my glucose levels are still high, so my doctor has prescribed me Ozempic. And this is interesting because I didn't know you could get Ozempic for diabetes. Anyway, I asked Dr. Ding about this. Ozempic's the fat pill, the anti-fat pill. Sorry, not pill, the anti-fat injection.
I've heard of that. I didn't know what it's... okay,
so it's good you say that for everyone. I've been using it for 2 months and it's really stabilised my blood sugar levels. But I'm really struggling to get the right dose because so many people want it. So sometimes I have to take higher doses and I get side effects. For example, I had diarrhea for a couple of weeks straight. I wanted to bring more awareness in how important Ozempic is for some people and how important it is for the supply to be available. A lot of people are taking it for no reason and restricting availability. So just to go back over that, so he's prescribed Ozempic for diabetes. It really stabilizes his blood pressure, but he's actually struggling to get the right dose that he's been prescribed because the supply isn't there. The demand is too high. And sometimes when he takes the wrong dose, the higher doses, he gets side effects. He had diarrhea for a couple of weeks straight, which, by the way, I think he spelt wrong in this.
Can I clarify, Chris?
Yeah.
Are we sure the diarrhea is a side effect, or is that the part of losing weight?
Well, that is a really good question. What would Dr. Ding say about that?
I mean, I know when I'm going to say, when I get food poisoning and I get, diarrhea or vomit, I end up losing weight afterwards. You might use this as to fulfill your kink, that you enjoy diarrhea. Don't you?
Well, all I said is I would rather have diarrhea than vomiting. That's all I said, all right?
This is giving, this again has kind of got a thought in my head for those that do have a kink and they're like, I need diarrhea now, but I don't want food poisoning. Let me take this fat pill and get ready for my next client.
Yeah.
Easy, right?
For my next client, absolutely. But Tony, I think this is really important that Jeremy's brought this to our attention because we're hearing a lot about Ozempic, and I have to admit I've even invested in one of the companies who've got these anti-fat medicine.
Well, who wouldn't want that, right, if it works?
Exactly. But there's been so much publicity about it. There was even, a lot of celebrities have been taking it. I think Sharon Osbourne.
Oh, yeah, she looks quite gaunt, though.
Yeah, she looks quite gaunt, and that's the whole problem with it. Personally, Tony, I'm just going to, a little segue, not interested because I just love food. If it's just an appetite suppressant, how am I going to enjoy all this organic food?
Wait, is that how it works? It doesn't just zap the fat away? It just stops you eating?
So you don't want to eat as much.
They should just
Imagine you're taking a joy out of your life.
They just follow Philip Schofield.
It's like having a vasectomy. It's just taking away the best part.
Yeah, that's not living. But, follow Philip Schofield. You know what Philip Schofield, why he's so trim?
Why?
Because he would fast on certain days. He would not eat any food.
Yeah, is that like the 5-2?
Yeah.
He wouldn't eat any food.
Yeah, he wouldn't eat any. He would just go without food, or maybe very little. I think Rishi Sunak did some days where he'd fast as well.
Yeah, I've obviously heard about intermittent fasting and the 5-2 diet and stuff like that, where you have a lot less, or you have periods where you don't eat.
Yeah, throughout the week. Yeah,
but to go a whole day doesn't sound healthy to me.
I think your body can get used to it. If your body gets used to it, because let's be honest, some people don't have we'll go into it in our topic of organic food. Like, some people can't afford to eat every day, and you hear about these say single mums and stuff where they want to save the money for the kids to eat, and they can go without certain meals or certain days, or just drink tea or coffee.
Jeepers creepers.
Yeah.
But yeah, just to close this one off on Ozempic. Yeah, so obviously Sharon Osbourne, Kate Moss's sister had it. Blah blah blah. A lot of attention being drawn to it. People with a lot of money taking it off the shelves, but actually there are people who genuinely it's useful for them. Even I didn't realize diabetes, saving lives.
Obese.
Don't take it away from them.
Yeah.
And what's the number one cause of cancer by correlation? Obesity.
Oh right. Yeah.
So we'll come back to that. There's a fine line to tread between fat shaming, but also being health conscious. But anyway, Tony, just before we move on to our topic of the week, I just want to remind everybody that we are available now on Win Me the Lottery on YouTube, TikTok and Instagram. You can follow us right now. Please like and subscribe. Everything you see on there.
Yeah.
And you can DM us as well on TikTok and Instagram. And you can also...
no dick pics.
Really? Why
There's
not?
too many already.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Vagina, maybe. Just to balance. We're all about equality.
I just send whatever you want.
Okay, whatever you have.
The spam filters will do their job.
Okay.
But Tony, they can also...
You are the spam filter.
I am. Yeah, it's just me sitting there all night.
Just don't let me look at it. I've seen too much.
But they can also email us on
tony.win.lotto@gmail.com.
Superb. Right, Tony.
No butt pics. Okay, maybe we haven't had any butt pics.
I'll take those as well. But Tony, I believe it is time to move on to our topic of the week, which this week is organic food.
Yeah, let's talk about food, baby. But where is Organic Food Month really a thing?
Yep.
Well, let's see if it really is. I mean, there's a website. It's called the Soil Association. So there's an association about soil, and they've actually campaigned about Organic September.
Good.
And really, what their focus is really about. Let's see. Organic September, the UK's largest month-long organic campaign, is back. This year, we want to bring the sense of joy, fun and celebration into all things organic. And we want everyone to get involved. And we're doing our part. We're promoting the campaign.
We are.
So, okay, let's get something straight. There's nothing wrong with organic food. I think we should all aspire for all food to be organic, if possible. But let's be honest, organic food is not cheap.
No.
So if you walk into a supermarket right now, Chris, think back when you were in your early 20s, right?
Yeah.
Less income than maybe a little bit more today. Early 20s, about the same.
No,
there's less of inflation.
Early 20s, I was only a bit less. I was only on about 100 grand a week.
Okay. So you've got to struggle in Whole Foods with that. But anyway. You go in there and your immediate reaction is that, do you give a crap about if it's organic? You just need food on the table.
So if you're on the bread line, imagine you're a mother of 8, and you're on the bread line, and you've just got back from a hard day at work, and you pop into the local co-op.
That's already a rip-off. I don't want to get you started on co-op, but go on.
You know, all you want to do is put food on the table. You ain't worried about what type of brand or
what soil it comes from.
What soil it comes from. Just get me some food. Yeah. And I go back even to McDonald's. I remember reading a piece by a health professional who said, actually, for value for money, McDonald's is amazing because if you're on the bread line, the number of calories you can get for such little amount of money is actually incredible.
You know, Usain Bolt eats chicken nuggets. Usain Bolt used to eat chicken nuggets before race.
Usain Bolt, and he's like Jamie Vardy. Yeah. You tell me which is the greater athlete. Jamie Vardy takes a big can of Monster or Red Bull before.
Okay, would you take it? Good
probably
question.
Smokes outside of the stadium.
Would you take an Olympic gold or the Premier League title?
Premier League title.
Well, there you go. So Jamie
Vardy's the better athlete. I knew it all along, and he's still going.
Yeah, he's still going. But I would say, okay, the reason why he ate chicken nuggets is that as an athlete of his level, he didn't want to risk feeling a bit iffy from eating different types of food. He knew that McDonald's had such a standardized procedure that he would eat something and he would be fine. Because it's very rare to get food poisoning from McDonald's. Yeah. And, I actually want to just validate this with myself, because if this is actually real, say, Usain Bolt chicken nuggets. So let's see here. Yeah. I'll put chick. Chic. Okay. See, during 2008 Beijing Olympics sprinter, Usain Bolt ate an estimated 100 McDonald's chicken nuggets a day to avoid the local food.
Which his body didn't react well to. The diet helped.
Okay, maybe it's a Chinese thing.
I mean, 3 gold medals. Tony, he ate 1,000 chicken nuggets over 10 days. Now,
imagine if you ate proper food, you might have gone faster.
But the thing is, I mean, that's just remarkable in and of itself. But imagine if we did a challenge. Can we eat 100 chicken nuggets in a day? I'm sure you can. But have you seen all those food eating competitions? Yeah. That is totally gross. Well, I also just think, why would you want to eat 100 hot dogs in a minute?
Because as humans, we want to push ourselves to the extreme. It's true, but what saddens me, again, I keep going on about this all the time. Yeah. We've got parts of the world where people are actually dying from eating too much food and making competitions of it. And we've got parts of the world who don't have enough to eat and dying. What is going on?
I mean, Tony, you make such a good point when you put it like that. You know, they're having eating competitions, stuffing their fat faces full of crap. And you have parts of the world where people can't rub 2 pennies together. They cannot find food. There's famine.
Yeah.
I think it's disgusting.
This is something that the organic community can learn from these kind of eating competitions. Like they should do like a competition of like, an organic pumpkin seed eating competition. Like how many pumpkin seeds can I eat in an hour?
Yeah, at least it kind of...
Or like how many organic pumpkin seeds can I fit in my foreskin or something? Like just to get it an interest.
To be organic.
That's a bit much. But one of the things about, let's connect it back to lottery, Chris.
Yeah.
The reason why we want to win the lottery is financial security, is to drive the car that we want, if I finally learn how to drive, get the house that we want.
If you finally learn how to build a house.
I'll get someone to build it for me. Yeah, I'll get the type of house that I want.
You can have a driver as well.
I'll get a driver, but I want to drive my own sports car.
Yeah, and like play the music really loud. Yeah.
But winning the lottery will enable us to eat organic every damn day, Chris, because we can afford it.
And have your own private chef cooking it.
Yeah.
Probably somebody, well, this is what I'm going to come on to of, imagine you win the lottery, wouldn't it be cool to have your own organic farm in your backyard? You know, you grow all the fruit and veg, and you don't even have to do it yourself. Maybe you'd be interested to grow some of it. You have a bloody farmer.
Yeah.
They can go out and pick it all, and then it's farm to fork.
Yeah. Actually, the farm, one of the criteria from the farmer, if you were to hire him, would you go, were you given birth naturally or did you have a cesarean?
Oh yeah, that's a really good point, because you're not organic enough.
Because that's not really organic.
No.
If they come out of the vagina, yeah.
And was it a natural birth?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually really... Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
I would.
So that you want everything organic.
Or everything organic.
Yeah.
And have you ever used a condom? Oh, sorry. No, that's not organic, actually.
Are you circumcised? No, wait.
Are you circumcised? Yeah, as long as you're uncircumcised, you're allowed.
Yeah.
Because that's organic. But yeah, imagine that. You know, you grow... you have your own organic farm. You probably have animals. I'm sorry, I'm not vegan or vegetarian.
Yeah.
Some animals, it's natural. You have some pigs... cows, chicken.
Manure.
Yeah. But you don't have to do any of it. That's the beauty of it, because you've won the lottery.
Yeah. And you can give some to single mums and stuff, just so, for the local community. But yeah, I want to go back on the idea, well, it's not the idea, but it's organic food and its divide between communities. Because you touch upon McDonald's being great because it's cost effective, right?
Well, I touched upon McDonald's being cost effective,
Yeah. Okay, just cost not great. That's me, the great, cost effective. Yeah. But, they've done studies, or they've done documentaries from what I've watched. Or you can even ask the kind of the person who's kind of struggling to make ends meet on why are they obese or
Hell, I'm just going to ask Ronald McDonald.
Yeah, ask him. He will obviously have an agenda, but he'll be going... But the sad fact is that a lot of people eat these type of food because that's the food they can afford, and that is readily available. And I watched a very interesting documentary on this where they looked at America and some of the poorer neighborhoods in some of the big cities. And what you see around there was all the fast food joints kind of really promoting on their posters.
Price,
$1.99 for this like wing meal. It's all these kind of sugary drinks in the local shops. Is there fruit and veg? Or let alone organic fruit and veg available? No, there isn't. Oh, but there's a Whole Foods like 10 miles down this way in an expensive neighborhood. How much is a bloody carrot?
Yeah.
$5. Freaking hell, I can't, a carrot for $5? I could feed my whole family with $5.
And this is the whole thing, you talk about public health policy, whatever. The way that they kind of do it is things like sugar tax and you're trying to make the cheaper and healthier food more expensive for that equilibrium, but
screwing them both ways.
Yeah, it's screwing both ways. And Tony, we got to think about this. What are some public health policies or policies in the UK that we can use to lobby the government and just say, look, we really, really, really need to support organic food.
Yeah.
Locally grown. That's another question I put to you of, Do you look at what's in season and what's grown in the UK? We have a problem, obviously, outside of certain months where you can't get as much. I mean, fruit is magnificent in the summer. You go and get your local strawberries, raspberries, whatever. We miss gooseberry season now, August, September.
Oh, my favourite.
My favourite fruit.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about it this year, the first year in years.
Yeah.
But rhubarb.
Yeah.
We have to import a lot of stuff. But do you try to get locally produced food? Well, if you don't know, I've heard enough. You're pathetic. No, I'm kidding.
Well, that's the thing. We're living in London. It's like, can we grow? No, we can't. I was just thinking in my head, like, they are trying to grow food. Would you say it's organic if it's grown inside? You know, when they grow the herbs inside the little greenhouse somewhere?
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. I mean, right now in my flat, what am I growing?
Weeds. No.
Basil. Thai basil. Holy basil.
Oh, you actually do that?
Yeah. Well, me and the missus. Mostly.
Okay. And you actually, break a bit when you're making the food?
Yeah. So you just get the basil. And should I just tell you this? Okay, we tried this a few weeks ago. Right. Yeah. So holy basil, which is Thai basil.
Okay.
It's hard to find. You can get it in certain supermarkets or Asian shops. Here's a little tip for you. You buy a pack of holy basil, Thai basil from the supermarket.
Okay.
Take a little stem out of the pack. Cut off most of the leaves and nuts and you use it in your meal. Keep 2 or 3 at the bottom. Right? 2 or 3 leaves at the bottom of your stem. And then you just place it in a glass of water. Bottom up, right? In sunlight. Maybe a week or so. Suddenly, a week later, roots sprout out and you can plant it in your pot. And that's exactly what we did with this Thai basil. Now we've got 2 little Thai basil sprouts.
Is it inside or outside?
Inside.
Oh, wow.
Obviously, we put it out in the nicer weather.
Yeah.
And it's growing magnificently. And now, are you going to tell me that's not organic food that I'm growing? That is organic food grown by me.
That is... How much basil do you get?
Well, at the moment there's just 2 little stems, but we'll keep adding to it. I was hoping that obviously it would just grow on its own. It's like when you plant strawberries. When I was a kid, in the garden we planted strawberries. They just grow. It's like wildfire.
That's great as a garnishing for. I'm just
but
thinking.
The basil itself has grown quite a lot.
I'm just thinking back to the single mum with 5 kids, growing kids, young kids.
Maybe she's not interested in holy basil.
I'm just saying
she hasn't got time to grow it.
The government. I mean, Jamie Oliver did his part with the school dinners. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the chicken drumsticks and chips, but the kids need more nutritious food.
Is there a cultural thing? You know, so if you go to Italy. Would you say people are more likely to sort of cook their own food? And it's cheaper. You know, you go to the market.
Yeah. They have
Asia, I mean, come on, Asia.
Have you seen Japan's bloody school dinners? Everything's from scratch. They cook everything. It's so good.
In Thailand, when I was in Thailand, I said this before.
Yeah.
And as a teacher, you would get free lunch. It was delicious. It all cooked from scratch. The old girls were making it in batch, but it was really good. Whereas I remember in school in the UK, it just wasn't that good, was it? Probably a lot of ultra processed crap. But I'll just do one more.
Custard was quite nice.
Well, you're right about that. Just too quickly on this topic of the week, Tony. Have you seen that guy, Tonic Health, on TikTok, Instagram and all that? He looks at ingredients.
He goes such a shit.
He goes into Sainsbury's like, yeah, is that the one? I don't know.
But
he's just like, look, you cannot get this one. You got it. So he brought to my attention about vegetable stock, and then I started looking when I was trying to buy some vegetable stock in an online shop.
Yeah.
She just say it's just vegetable stock. I mean, come on. I looked at the knorr or knorr, however you say it.
Yeah.
65% is the main ingredient of concentrated vegetable stock. Only 65%. I'm buying vegetable stock.
So it's like vegetable ends that I don't give a shit about.
Yeah. And so they've got concentrated vegetable stock with water, leek, carrots, celery, red pepper, onion, celeriac. Then they've also got salt, yeast extract, palm fat, sugar, potassium chloride, gelling agents, including xanthan gum, locust bean gum, flavourings, spices, parsley, maltodextrin, and caramel syrup. Okay, so then I go and I look at callow, bit better. Sea salt, potato starch, sustainable palm oil, sugar, vegetables, which is 6.8%. Bearing in mind for quinoa, it was only about 2%, I can see there. Which is celery, onion, carrot, parsnip, tomato, sunflower oil, yeast extract, caramelized sugar, herbs and spices. That's obviously immediately a lot better, because I know what all of this stuff is. Not like on the previous one. Oh, Tony, look up a recipe. Do it yourself. With your leftovers from the vegetable that you're cooking anyway.
Yeah.
Leek tops, fennel fronds, carrot tops, herb stems, corn cobs, mushroom stems, scallion roots or tops, onion skins and ends, and garlic skins and ends. Get 6 cups, you can put it in the freezer or whatever, fill up 6 cups, wash them, chop them, simmer them with 20 cups of water for an hour.
Yeah.
You strain it, voila, you've got your vegetable stock. And that's basically free if you've used all of that vegetable anyway.
Yeah, and then after you've done all the bits, you can use that, you just chuck it in the compost, right?
Yeah.
And it's cycle of life.
So, like, to be honest, if that's free of charge and you actually know what you're getting, potassium chloride,
You know that quinoa stuff?
maltodextrin, yeah.
Half of that, now I know that if I'm running out of hair gel, I can use that. That's half of that stuff's in there.
It is. I actually couldn't believe that. I mean, we know to some extent this is the case, but to look at a little cube of vegetable stock.
I've seen those little pots. You know, Marco Pierre White promotes that stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
I've tried it. I tried to make some type of stock with it. It's like a jelly little pack thing. It comes out it's not quite a dry cube like an Oxo cube. It's got a little bit of moisture to it, and then you just whack it in. But I can see, the xanthan gum and how it keeps it all kind of in that mold. Yeah,
It's disgusting.
It's not that appetizing, is it? But hey, it's the taste. It's all about the taste, isn't it?
But you look at callow, which is a very similar thing, and
Wait, what's this from? Don't they make
most-
bloody rice cakes? Or am I thinking something?
yeah, I think it might be the same one. But yeah, Tony, you talking to me about Oxo cubes earlier today, actually, weren't you?
Yeah. So every time I think of Oxo cubes, I always think of Cilla Black from Blind Date.
Our Scylla.
So yeah, she's a bit of a national treasure. Is she still alive?
Cilla Black, unfortunately, she's
crap.
deceased.
Yeah.
May she rest in peace.
So my memory of her...
Apparently she's a very nasty piece of work.
No.
Yeah, I heard a lot of stories about Cilla Black, our Scylla, being a nasty piece of work, but I'm sure it's
Is
not
anyone not a nasty piece of work when it's on daytime TV?
Well, we really do have to draw attention to Philip Schofield's return to air later.
Yeah, we should...
Tonight, isn't it? We must watch.
Is it tonight? Well, I always believe in second chances.
Well...
And third chances.
Try telling that to his... Well, no,
Yeah.
nothing's been confirmed.
Yeah, nothing's
we
been
take
confirmed.
it back for legal reasons.
Yeah. But yeah, so with Cilla Black, I remember seeing this, must have been a documentary or show where she actually talked about what her favourite snack is.
Yeah.
And I guess...
Beans on toast?
No.
Walker's crisps?
You would think it's like cheese and onion or something, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You would have thought it was a carrot for obvious reasons.
Yeah, the hair.
And the teeth.
Oh,
well, I just no. The hair. Both. Teeth and hair.
And
plus carrots are a great vegetable as well.
Yeah.
But her favourite snack was a piece of orange. So when you get an orange, you slice it up and you get... And she would break up an Oxo cube and kind of rub it in the orange.
It must be a bit
and then
sweet
eat
and
it.
salty.
It's the bliss point.
Yeah.
It's the salty and the
that's
sweet
right.
come together with the
Yeah.
acidity. I've never tried it, but I think she might be onto
that's-
something.
Yeah, obviously it sounds ridiculous.
Yeah.
But then you think to yourself, maybe she is onto something.
You put that on a nice plate in a fine dining restaurant, and the flavours come to people go like, this is freaking genius.
Yeah.
But hey, the taste is in the pudding. I have to try it myself.
It is indeed. It is indeed.
So, I mean, should we, just to kind of close the loop on the organic food thing,
Let's close the loop.
I would say that, yes, we should aspire for organic foods, but let's empathise with the people who do want organic food, they just can't afford it. So it's a bigger question on how do we address this kind of inequality when it comes to food.
How do we help everybody get the opportunity
Yeah.
to enjoy organic food, Tony?
I think the National Lottery need to look at some funding with some money about how do we get more organic foods for everyone
on people's
in the
plates.
nations. Yeah.
On people's plates, Tony.
Right. Now it's on to, maybe we can help contribute to this if we win the lottery.
Yeah,
So,
I would set up a massive farm.
yeah.
If we won the lottery, I'd set up a massive farm. And I'd just say, people, let me know who you are first. And if I approve, bring yourself down to my farm.
Yeah.
It's like one of those pick your own,
Yes. Yeah.
where you go and pick your own strawberries and all that. Now, as I say, there's a screening process. I need to make sure you're trustworthy. You're not going to abuse the system. But yeah, I'd be more than happy.
But you need to run a health and safety training as well to make sure they don't kind of...
Well, I'll let you do that.
Okay.
'Cause I know you're quite into that. Yeah.
Because, anything can go wrong with a spade and a few overweight people. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, if they're just turning the corner, they're probably obese.
Yeah.
They're used to Tesco meal deals.
Hissy fit.
okay.
Oh, I don't want to eat the
it's
carrot.
only $3.50. Maybe I'll get 3 meal deals for lunch, 3 Rustler burgers, a pepperoni stick, and a full fat Coke.
We have more chance of winning the lottery, as the research has told us. Builders with that certain... Maybe we need to do that.
Yeah.
But I had this vision of like a person that is obese, bless them. Their knees can't take, huddling down to pull out a carrot from the ground. That could be quite taxing.
That's the thing. We probably need to actually employ as well.
Staff.
If we win the lottery, staff to help them pick it out. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Safety first.
And get them some Ozempic, as we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. Right, I guess we have to pick next week's numbers to make this happen. So we're still sticking to the second week of Lucky Dips.
Yeah. We're not giving up on that yet. It's a game of chance, Tony.
I did actually think about reading the Hail Mary or the Our Father to make it more official. I don't know if you want to do it, or just say a few words before we actually...
Lottery God Almighty.
Are we doing this Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday.
Yeah, I know. It's down to 2 million. Disgusting. Lottery God Almighty, may you look down on us with great favour today and help us to become the UK's latest millionaires. Let's see what we're going to get, Tony.
And bestow organic foods on your people.
Absolutely. Bestow organic food all over your people.
I suppose God could do that. He should do that anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Yeah. We're very thankful for the food that you provide us.
Yeah. Please don't take it away from us.
Yes. Okay, so
you've gone for a lucky dip on Wednesday for just 1 week. Let's see what we're actually going to get.
Okay, it's processing.
And we can view the ticket live on air right now. Tony, what are our numbers?
So the numbers are 28, 35, 40, 44, 52, 57.
Tony, that's really sort of at the top end, isn't it? You've got 40, 44, 52 and 57, which is something we probably wouldn't normally have done.
It's quite...
So it's a game of chance. It's a game of chance.
It was quite low last week, so maybe...
And you almost, we've done it before of, we were thinking about what are the most often picked numbers, the lucky numbers, but of course probability, I'm no mathematician, but probability would say actually the numbers that have been picked the least are more likely to come up because all things being equal, every number should over time come up. So yeah, maybe that, okay, we're going to keep trying the lucky dip. Maybe that's not a bad one to try as well.
We need to use everything at our disposal. The lottery isn't going to be easy to win.
No.
And we need to put in the hard graft and make sure that we've done the news, we've done the lucky dip. We might start needing to ask random people in the street. We'll just do a video. We'll live stream it.
Yep.
But yeah, so those are the numbers. So I guess a little bonus thing that we're doing is Would You Rather? So this week's question, Chris, I'm going to ask you is, would you rather win the national lottery or win the genetic lottery?
Well, I mean, Tony, it's a really good question of, you think to yourself, those people in life who are the most beautiful, do they get an advantage? Are things easier for them?
I would say, well,
just ask me. It's fine.
well, are things easier for you, Chris?
Much easier.
Well, if you're I think it's more. No, men do.
I think it probably works for anyone, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't want to bring this up too much. You know, we were talking about obese people. You know, of course, you can still be obese and really attractive.
Yeah.
But let's just say you're not blessed with great looks. You're obese.
Yeah.
And you compare that to somebody who just, you know, conventionally in society is deemed attractive. Life must be much easier.
Yeah.
And people listen more.
We can't say, but we've got to say curvy or full-bodied, right? Is that the word?
Yes.
But no, you're using a medical term, which is You're right.
Yeah.
It is obese.
Yeah.
Because when you start transferring to the kind of the fashion element,
Yeah.
you kind of have to massage it a little bit, isn't it?
Well, but you know, the thing is okay, let's not even use that. Let's just say what's conventionally attractive in the society that you live in.
Well, it depends what you like.
And yeah, but you know, in most societies there probably is, and it will differ from place to place.
It's all evolution. It's what is we're kind of ingrained in us to see that someone that is fit will produce better offspring. It's all nature.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think it's really important to win the genetic lottery.
Yeah.
But it just depends what are you here on planet Earth to do. And this is what we talk about so many times of if we were to win the lottery, we wouldn't get ahead of ourselves. We wouldn't let it get to our heads. We would make sure that we fulfilled our life's purposes by winning it. And you think about genetic lottery just helps you on your way to fulfilling your life's purposes. And the money helps you out. And so I'm going to go national lottery because I've already won the genetic lottery.
I think, I find it quite interesting that you focus just on the looks element from a genetics perspective, which is true.
That's all I care about.
Yeah, which is fair enough. I mean, you're just saying what everyone else think. The world thinks, it's about looks at the end of the day. But
you talk about things like your health and your strength and things like that.
Yeah, because you can make money. You could become a millionaire by being a model or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But I'm thinking genetic, like you can have strength, speed. Like if you had the genetic lottery of being very athletic, good with your feet, you can be a millionaire being the best really good footballer. That's what I'm thinking.
Very good point. But this is the point.
You still got to put the work in though.
It still takes tremendous dedication and effort.
So that's true. You can have all the talent, whatever, but then from grassroots, the kids that make it to play for England team. I mean, what are the percent?
0.1.
It's 0 point something.
0.000.
You win the genetic lottery, someone takes you out by the kneecap, bam, studs in. Yeah, you were really good. You had talent. You have everything, but your leg's freaking broken. It's not going to be the same.
You're the world's greatest singer, Susan Boyle.
Yeah.
Really good example actually of, okay, she won one genetic lottery, but she certainly lost another.
Yeah.
But how many Susan Boyles are there out there? And unfortunately, they haven't had their break.
Yeah.
And so I'm going national lottery all day, every day, baby. I mean, why the hell are we on this journey?
But if it was national lottery for Wednesday, it's only 2 mil.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really an open, live question here, Tony, of should we still be playing the national lottery or should we be doing the Euro Millions? Because I just think this is disgusting.
Well, we've got to stay true to the UK.
Tony, the thing is, I know you're Brexit, but the thing is, can we even say, it's like that, the idiom, I feel like I've won the lottery. We wouldn't even be able to say that if we won 2 million.
We'd be like,
this is belly with inflation as it is.
I've won my house.
Yeah, literally.
I've paid off my mortgage.
I've paid for a deposit on my dream home. That's it, and now I've got the mortgage.
Yeah.
So,
that's true.
Yeah, I don't know. We need to think about this.
For me, I would say if the national lottery is 10 mil, then yeah. But genetic lottery, if I had the speed, the athleticism, the height, the good looks, and then I could probably accomplish different things, whether you're like really smart and you can do other things from various different perspectives.
Spelling bee.
Or like you end up being astronaut.
Okay, fine. Here's one. You can speak every single language in the world.
Yeah. Yeah, you can make shitloads of money on YouTube.
Would you rather, or should we save this for next week? Would you rather win £1 million or speak every single language in the world?
Oh, every language in the world.
But like,
you could be like a diplomat and just start speaking.
Yeah, but like, just by speaking every language in the world doesn't mean you're going to get a job as a diplomat. What is the feasible advantage, in a monetary sense?
Yeah.
I don't know. We can
explore that next week.
We can do that next week. But
which brings us to the end of this episode, Chris.
Well, Tony, it's been another stunning episode. I just hope and pray that, as you said, the lottery gods are looking down on us, and we've done, we've done our bit again.
Yeah.
What was it last week? We were talking about what was it again? The week.
I actually totally forgot.
What was it? Hang on. It says UK saving. We were helping people save their money. It was so enthralling that even we've forgotten what it was.
The reason why I forgot about it because
you haven't saved.
No, because we're talking about organic food. You're not going to save much money if you start buying organic, are you?
So there's a bit of a dichotomy going on. But I'm just saying we've helped. Karma's coming our way. We've helped people save. We're now helping people eat healthy.
What aren't we doing, Chris? We should work in the bloody government. That's what we should do.
We should probably be in power.
Yeah. Do you reckon that some of them... No, with the donations they get, some of them are in the mills. Okay, cool. All right, then join us next time on another episode of Win Me the Lottery.
Win Me the Lottery. And I think it's going to be the week where we come in as millionaires, but for 2 million though. Oh, imagine if we win it on this week of all week. It's normally at least 4 million.
Well, yeah. Anyway, it's...
And we'll be splitting it. It'll be $1 million
We'll probably still carry on the show then if we win.
We would have to.
Yeah, go win me the lottery again.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ta-ra!
Ciao, ciao.